Hello, and welcome to the Platform Fundamentals Academy. We are thrilled to kick off this session right at the top of the hour. Now, I'm Sharon Barnes. I'm your outbound product manager and today's host, and we have an incredible session lined up today, and I can't wait for us to dive in. Now, before we get started, let me share just a few quick logistics. These presentations are crafted with you in mind, and our goal is to inspire you with some fresh ideas, practical use cases that'll elevate your understanding of our platform tools and events. Plus, don't worry if you miss something. This session is being recorded and will be available on our community on the Platform Fundamental Academies forum. So feel free to fire away with your questions during this presentation. Just remember to post them in the QA section so that our amazing panelists can address them. And even if we run out of time, we want to make sure that your voices are heard. Now, of course, as a quick reminder, practicing safe harbor, we might share some exciting new features today, so let's just keep everything compliant with those best practices. Now let's get to the good stuff. I'm thrilled to introduce our fantastic speaker, Adam Stout, who will take us on a journey through getting ready for Knowledge 2025. So without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to Adam Stout. Take it away.
Thanks, Sharon. We're talking about getting ready for Knowledge 2025. We're going to be going through a preview of sessions that are platform centric. If you come to the platform academies, these are sessions you're definitely going to want to know about. However, everything's subject to change. We're a few weeks out and we are always adding a few new sessions, tweaking some things around. So make sure that this is to the best of our knowledge what is going to go on there. But again, safe harbor, when we show up, we'll see there might be some adjustments with times or speakers and sessions that come through. All right, so first we're going to talk about getting ready in general. Before we do this, I have a quick poll for everybody. The question I have for everybody is, how many have gone to Knowledge before? Is this the first time you're going to be going? Hopefully everybody on here is coming to Knowledge. If not, I am just teasing you, and I apologize because you're going to talk about all the great stuff that's going on. Sharon, how many Knowledges have you been to?
Ooh, I am at 5 now.
5. Lisa, how about you?
Hi. Long time no see for some of you who joined my academies earlier. I'm just a small guest today. I've been to all knowledges since K17. I didn't count. I think that's 9 or something. I'm gonna count. 17 and all since 19 as an employee and speaker.
All right. And I'm going to go with I lost count because I don't remember all of them I've been to. I went to some, I didn't go to some. And then there were the dark years that we don't know. And then I had a question on whether or not if you went to 2 knowledges in 22, if that counts as 1 or 2.
I counted as 2.
Counted as 2, and then there's the digital one and all the things that go through, right? All the parties that go through. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the sessions that are going on. You get to see the preview of things. I am going to start with some important tips. If you've never been there before, I see there's a lot of people who this is their first one, or it's been a while. So let's get into a couple things. So one, we don't have it on here. If you haven't been before, you can still register. If you go to search for ServiceNow Knowledge, go to servicenow.com, you can still register and join us in, I think, 18 days is when we start. It is not too late to sign up and join us. For those of us who are going, we already know we're going. The first thing you want to do is log into the Knowledge site at knowledge.servicenow.com and go to My Agenda. We're going to be talking about sessions. You want to sign up for sessions. These sessions are the best sessions that there are, and you want to sign up and reserve your spot. Capacity is limited in some of the rooms, and generally, if Lisa's talking or Sharon's talking, it's going to sell out. So you can get in now. I think some of the sessions actually already might be full, but you want to go in and book those sessions, get your spot. There is a line, and sometimes people can still get in, but book those sessions now and guarantee your spot for everything we're talking about. As far as the sessions, so we are going to be talking about some of the things that are going on that we want to draw your attention to, but you can go into the same knowledge preview, the attendee center, and you can search all the sessions that are there, the keynotes, the CreatorCon sessions, the breakouts, the labs. You can search those, sign up for them. If you haven't done that, then you want to do that immediately after this call. You can actually bring that up while I'm talking. I will not be offended. But go ahead and book those sessions, get your spots. If it's interesting to you, lock it in now. You can go back and change it, but when it's full, it's full. You can get on the waiting list, I think, but let's get those booked before this. So for those who have never attended Knowledge before, Lisa, you've been to countless. You can try and count
Many.
them. You've been to many of them. What
I
is
got
your
distracted. I didn't count.
what is your tip for first time? What's the most important thing for a first time attendee to know?
The most important thing for everybody who comes to knowledge is wear comfy shoes.
Wear comfy.
It is paramount to bring and wear the comfy shoes. Like we all want to look good. We all want to be like presentable and business casual or business savvy or whatever. But bring comfy shoes. Don't sacrifice your feet. Believe me, there will be a lot of steps. And my average steps at knowledge are somewhere between 20 and 25,000 per day. I also have short legs.
When I'm in Vegas, I don't count steps or calories. That's my tip. But you definitely do want to wear comfy shoes. Doesn't matter where you're staying in Vegas, you're going to be walking a lot. Even if you're in the Venetian, it is still a 15-minute walk to the expo. So comfy shoes, and comfy shoes. All right. Once we have that out of the way, that's the most important thing. That's the only thing you get, this is a successful session. I hate to see people on Thursday morning just kind of hobbling around because they're
well, some people manage to hobble by Tuesday morning. So
okay. So let's talk about a couple of key events that are going to happen in Knowledge. So we want actually the key events, the keynotes. We want to talk about the keynotes. So there are 3 keynotes each morning. There's 1 keynote each morning for the 3 days. So the first one we're going to start out with is with putting AI to work for people. This is with Bill McDermott. This is a great session. You do not want to miss these keynotes. Super high energy, great information that's coming out. There is no better way to start your few days with us at Knowledge than going to these keynotes. They don't start too early. Tuesday, it's okay. By Thursday, it still doesn't start too early. So make sure you hit this one as we go through and we get into day 2. We're going to talk about more about AI and unifying our data that comes through. And Amit is going to be talking to us. Again, another great session. Whatever you do during the day, you want to get to these keynotes, start that day full of energy, grab your coffee and muffin before, and then get in. These are huge rooms. But I know on the first day and for this one, it's going to be very full. So you want to get there a little bit early and get a seat up close. And then the third day, our keynote is going to be bringing some more things together. All right, for me, I want to go see Conan, so I'm going to try and get into this one. They make employees sitting back, so I'm going to sit in back, but I'm really looking forward to this as well. This one's a little bit shorter, but again, let's start our day with the 3 keynotes. Get down there at 10. We can get down there by 10 and kick off the day. Other thing I want to do, particularly for people who haven't been there is something super energizing. I know exactly what it is. It is amazingly energizing when you walk into the expo floor the first time. For some of the employees, we'll go in on Monday night to see it. It's amazing how fast everything comes together. It is amazingly energizing. The expo, as it comes in, is open for several hours. It's not open all the time, but you'll see when it is open. Give yourself several hours to go through it. Go look at the different partner booths that are out there and the different things that are possible. And then ServiceNow, everything we do with ServiceNow is there. It is amazingly expansive and you will walk around a lot. The carpeting is generally pretty comfortable, but make sure that you're going through, talking to people, ask questions. We have lots of ServiceNow people that will answer whatever question you can ask. Get there early. Or get there earlier in the week to go ask your questions, because if we can't answer your question, then we'll be able to find somebody who can or tell you what's going on. If you wait until Thursday, we may not be able to answer it. So make sure you get in there, spend some time, plan to spend some time, walk through this floor, asking questions, talking to people. On the ServiceNow front, so there's 3 main sections that come through, and I'm not allowed to show the pictures of the preview what it's going to look like. It's always great to come in, but there's a partner area. You can talk to all the partners that are going in. There's plenty of areas to sit down, grab a coffee, and talk to your coworkers, talk to other people that are out there. There's many areas where there are presentations going on, just as on the fly that will come through. Some things are scheduled, some things are a little bit more ad hoc. In the ServiceNow area, there's two main areas of ServiceNow. There are our product lines. So whether we're talking to HR, ITSM, or platform, plenty of people there, experts to answer your questions. And then there's our CreatorCon section, which is the neatest section to go through. I do not know what nobody say what the things are that are going on. But in the past, I think we had custom Legos that were being built with RPA. We have I like that one. Lots of great stuff to going through. Again, take the time to go talk to the people that you want to talk to and our partners, and with ServiceNow employees and our different BUs and the platform. And then in CreatorCon, if you are at all technical, which if you're here, you probably are, it is amazing to see what's going on. There's several Ask the Expert sessions that are going on. Look at those schedules. But again, plan a few hours to go walk through this. This is not just little tchotchkes that are out there. This is one of the best places where you can talk to experts and get a couple quick questions answered to what's going on. See demos. Have somebody show you what's going on. It's incredibly stressful for me when I'm on there because customers like you will come up and ask me anything, and I need to be able to answer it. There's not very many pre-planned demos. And whatever I have pre-planned, you're going to ruin that for me. I love it. I would love to come talk to you. I'm sure Sharon, Lisa, and I are all going to be on the floor a lot of the time, and a lot of our colleagues are going to be there as well. Take the time.
Also, while we're in there, whenever you go to sessions, if you are in the line and you're waiting for a session to open up, you can, or you're getting a coffee, or you're walking to dinner, or anywhere in Vegas, and you see people with the badges and the lanyards. See if you can strike a conversation, if that is a thing that you can do. Not everybody likes to talk to strangers, but if you can muster the courage to do that, talk to the person waiting in line at Starbucks with you and figure out what people do. Share your experiences. That's really the best part about knowledge, is networking and getting to know other people.
I would actually like to really piggyback on that, because one of my great strategies for meeting with experts is a lot of times the sessions that I'm going to, if I network with the people already going to that, that's going to get me connections to other people who have knowledge or are interested in those same types of things. So before, after sessions, find your people.
We're all very self-selected when we go there, right? We're all a certain type of people that are coming to knowledge. Again, some of us do like some quiet time to come through, but you can interrupt me whenever. If you can see me, come say hi. As we go through, I believe in the app. There is an app. I don't know if we can download it quite yet, but make sure you definitely 100% download that app. It will tell you where your sessions are. It will give you your calendar. I believe there is a way to scan the QR codes on different people's badges. So when you're talking to somebody, you can do that. I have never figured that out. I can do lots of things, and I think of myself as decently technical. I never get that to work. I take pictures.
Take pictures of the badges if you want to exchange details, and then find the people on LinkedIn.
Yes.
And one more tip about the app, really important when we talk about the sessions coming up. For us, the speakers, especially also the customer speakers, the partner speakers, once one of your sessions is finished, you'll get pinged for a survey. Please fill out those surveys. We are so grateful for your feedback. We want to know how to improve our content, and we want to know what you thought of our sessions. So whenever you get a pinged about on any session that you attended, because you get scanned in, there's a QR code, and then you get a survey. Please fill that out.
For each session.
Yes, every session.
It's a big ask. We do ask you for that. We take it absolutely incredibly seriously. I know everybody who presents reads every single comment that comes in. And often we discuss that with our team and with our managers and what comes in, so we can make these sessions better. And every year we refine and improve on what's going on. And those surveys are just amazingly valuable to us so that we can make this a better environment for you. Speaking of which, at the end of this academy, we're also going to have a survey. So if you can take that, you can let us know. This is the first time we've done this this type of thing, and so we want to get your feedback on how useful it is for you. Okay, we're gonna dive into some sessions to come through and review what's in there. Before we do that, I'm going to check the Q&A. There is a question about food, and food is always a little bit different every year to come through. They put it out and they take it away to come through. Not everything is available all the time. So make sure when the times are available, you go grab it because they do pack it up. If it says it's till 9, or the keynotes are at 10, so my guess is it's going to go like 9 to 10 or something like that. They pack it up to come through. I don't drink coffee. Now you know something about me. I don't drink coffee, but I am caffeinated, and the sodas go away. They have not had sodas at breakfast, and then we always complain because everybody in this industry, well, enough of us want to have some caffeine or some soda in the morning. But be prepared for that. It's normally out for lunch and snacks and things like that. But things when the food's out there, when it's done, it goes away. And lunches are always available to go. There's lots of us who are running around for lunch, so you can go sit down to have lunch, or you can just grab the to-go lunch to come through. I think they're generally the same thing, or
Yeah.
sometimes the to-go lunches are better. But those are available. All right, here's your power tip. When I get there, I go down to Walgreens. I think it's Walgreens in the Venetian, or CVS, somewhere in there. I walk down there and I go grab some snacks and some drinks to put in my hotel room, because we all have some.
That is an excellent tip. First thing I do after I check into my hotel is go to Walgreens and get some unsweetened tea and water for my room, because the hotels have weighted fridges, and as soon as you just wiggle a bottle, they will charge you. So make sure to have water on hand all the time.
I just see another question that comes in about backpacks. I don't know if we're having backpacks or not. Hey, Lisa, can you ping Liz? She might know, and we might be able to get the answer.
Yeah, sure.
We could do that. Okay, thank you. So we'll see if we can find out about that. For employees, they stopped giving us to us a couple of years ago, so we don't. Everything's a surprise, or there is a lot that's a surprise for us too, when it comes in. But we'll see if we can track that out. Okay. So we're getting the sessions. That was the main point of what we were going to go through. So we're going to start with AI sessions. The way this is broken out as we talk about it is the longer sessions, the 60-minute ones, those are presented by the leaders, our VPs, SVPs that come through. I think we used to kind of call them the keynotes in the area. They're pretty much mini keynotes in these areas to come through. If you are interested, and we are all interested in AI and the future of AI with ServiceNow, you want to go to these sessions. And each of the different areas we're going to talk about has them. Some of these go on at the same time, so you're going to have to pick which one's most important to you. If there's 2 or 3 of you from your organization going, and there's 10 of you from your organization going, split up and go and get a few different ears that's listening. But these 60-minute sessions, they're not going to be hands-on. They are breakout. They're talking, but you are going to hear about what ServiceNow is working on for the next year. Sometimes longer than that. We've done a couple year roadmaps in here. So if you can make it to those 60-minute sessions, they're very interesting in what we are working on long term, and helping you set your strategy for how we're going to partner together to make you successful. I'm not going to read all of these that are on here. We're going to talk a little bit about them. They are all in that session catalog that you can go in and book them. The 60-minute ones are typically in bigger rooms, but again, you still want to book them up. The AI stuff is as we all know, is amazingly exciting. There's lots of interest in it, so go lock in those sessions to come through. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is breakout sessions that are talks 20 to 30 minutes. It'll tell you in the session guide how long it is, but just for space, all the breakouts here are 20 to 30 minutes going on. So we have a lot of information about how we use AI in different areas, and then what we're working on to come through it, how we think about it, what we're looking for agentic AI, how do I use it in knowledge, lots of great information. I want to call out something as we look through it. So we have 2 conferences going on at the exact same time. We have Knowledge and we have CreatorCon. It doesn't matter. As we come through, they're the same format to come through. Labs are labs. Sometimes they're labs workshops. Labs are labs. The breakouts are breakouts. The biggest thing, and you are registered for both. You're going to both. The biggest difference is that a CreatorCon is going to be a little bit more technical, and the knowledge sessions are going to be a little bit more business focused in what the art of the capable, or what the art of the
I want to
possible.
do one small shout out where you register, or when you register, make sure to check the box for CreatorCon, because the numbers are important. It's not like you cannot attend those sessions if you don't check the box, but it gives our program runners more capacity and more leverage to offer more CreatorCon sessions next year. So make sure to check that box in your knowledge sign up.
Yes, and again, even if you do that. But even if you don't, you can go to the creator. I don't care who you are. Go to the CreatorCon session of the Expo Lab or Expo floor, and for the sessions, if it's interesting, go. The labs you'll see is a little bit different. They'll again more technical on the CreatorCon side. If it's your first time hands-on with ServiceNow, the CreatorCon sessions may be a little intense. Some of the builder stuff is not. So take a look at what's targeted to a novice or an expert. But CreatorCon, it kind of starts a notch up. But the breakouts, our CreatorCon sessions are typically taught by product managers and engineers, and the knowledge sessions are product managers, inbound product managers, outbound product managers, and SCs and customers. So I just want to bring that out. You'll see the session codes. If it's SES, that's going to be some type of breakout. And if you see LAB, it's a lab, and creator, and then we'll get to the other codes that come through. So these are the AI targeted sessions for knowledge. And then we have AI sessions for CreatorCon. Again, just a little bit more technical bent of how we do it, not just what it can do. Both other way. If you're focusing on CreatorCon and knowledge sounds interesting, go to those sessions too. Sign up now. The AI stuff, again, if you see CCB, that is a session. It is a breakout, a 20 or 30-minute breakout generally. Great topics that are coming through there. Also in the AI space, we have labs, lots and lots of labs. Lots and lots and lots of AI labs. My general philosophy for a decade has been, don't worry about the labs. Go to breakouts, and particularly if you can make it to a customer session where a customer is talking, go to that. They are amazingly powerful in what the organizations did, what they are doing. It is someone like you that's coming through that was able to succeed. And I find those to be the most motivating for me. And I think as people I talk to, those are the sessions to go to. So if a customer is talking, go to that. If there's another breakout and a talk, those are interesting. The customer sessions I believe, are going to go with never recorded. The breakouts are very rarely recorded. And I don't know if we're doing any recordings anymore now. You need to go. The labs also not recorded, but generally if there is a lab that you missed and you want the lab guide, reach out to your account team. I think you might see the email. You might be able to figure out the email addresses for the three of us that are on here. We can get you lab guides. It's a little bit better it's a little bit better there, and you can ask questions live. But if you just want the lab guide, we can probably get that for you, or you'll see it in Academy session later as we go through it. The AI ones are just a little bit different from that, because in AI, you can do all the AI stuff. You can't use Now Assist in PDIs, in personal developer instances. So you may not be able to do it if you don't have an entitlement for Now Assist and all you have is a PDI. This might be your best opportunity to do it. So for the AI labs, if this is interesting, it's something you want to do, we're going to break my rule and go do that, because that is a great opportunity to be very hands-on. As we get to the other labs, again, we can open things up. And if you have Now Assist entitlement, you just want to start to go through it, those lab guides are probably going to be available. Whether they'll be Now Learning or out there, if it's something you're interested, we are all friends here. Let's talk and figure out how to get you that lab. But if you can hear a customer talk, do it. Those are real stories. It's amazingly powerful and motivating. All right, let's talk about some other labs. Sorry, this is page 2 of the AI labs, because there are so many AI labs. These are CreatorCon labs. Here's where we're going to see like building, using SkillKit. I love SkillKit, and getting hands-on walkthrough is amazing there. So lots and lots of AI labs to see in knowledge and in creation. Let's talk about data.
I have news.
Yeah.
Before you move on, I have news. Liz confirmed yes to the backpacks.
All right. Safe harbor.
Yes.
But my guess is they've already been ordered. So for all of you non-ServiceNow employees that are going, enjoy your backpack.
That is for attendees, yes, that are not employees.
They used to give them to us, but
yeah.
I get a shirt. I have a whole closet. Well, I have a whole closet of polo shirts and of t-shirts. Okay. A question came in. Sorry to clarify. If you don't have Now Assist, but you're interested in it all, go to the lab. Definitely go to the lab, because in the labs, you'll be able to use the Now Assist and see what happens. I have been lucky enough to show people Now Assist in some areas, and it's jaw-dropping on what you can do. It is amazing how powerful all the Gen AI stuff it is and how it enriches what we've been doing in the platform for so long. So if you do not have Now Assist, you should go to the lab. Go to at least one of them. That comes through, because seeing is believing. Doing is believing. You can see the breakouts, but when you do it in the lab, I want you to see that and understand how transformative that can be for you in your organization. Then you should probably go get Now Assist. If you do have Now Assist already, well, then we get you the lab guide. You can do this stuff on your subrod. But because it is not available in PDIs today, those sessions are those labs, hands-on labs with AI. I definitely would recommend doing one.
I'll ask about the water bottles.
Okay, let's get on
So
to
last year there was a partner on the expo who had an artist on site who painted water bottles. So that was a really cool thing. So keep an eye out on these things. We generally, I believe, in the past couple of years, we've been going the zero swag thing to just reduce waste, because a lot of times people get like cheap stuff on these conferences, but there are a couple of exceptions usually for more higher quality but rarer swag. So it's definitely a good idea to check out the expo floor and the different partner booths to see if there's anything really exciting like the water bottles last year.
Those are Yeti water bottles too. They were nice.
They were really good water bottles, and they had an amazing artist like draw on them. So that was really
long line, but it was good. ServiceNow doesn't hand out a lot of stuff, but the partners, I believe, do whatever they want to do. Okay, let's get into some more of the sessions as we come through. And by the way, thanks. I'm seeing some of the comments come through. Great comments and tips. Hopefully, you're following along from some of the people who've been to several of these about tips and tricks to get along. All right, data and analytics. Again, the 60-minute overview of what's going on. Workflow data fabric is something that we are really focusing in on, along with AI, of what's going on. This would be one I'd want to go see as well. As far as our strategy, what this means, we've had integrations. ServiceNow has always been something we can integrate with. We've had remote tables for a long time where we could do zero copy, but an automation engine. But as this is all unified into workflow data fabric, the future of AI and workflow data fabric together, this might be one of the most important sessions to go to. So make sure you go to this one. I would just go to it. If you're here, this is going to be a good one for you. Lots of breakouts to come through, whether it's zero copy or Gen AI in analytics. You'll see Gen AI. We had the AI stuff before, but Gen AI is intermixed with everything at this point to come through. So take a look what's in here. Process mining, if you haven't seen that, go check out what we're doing in process mining and how you can leverage that, the successes you can get from that, and everything else dealing with analytics and workflow data fabric. The second page that comes through with Integration Hub, but now with agentic spokes. How RaptorDB, we get lots of questions about RaptorDB and RaptorDB Pro. We have a session on that. Spend 20-30 minutes talking to people who work with it and get the answers and the information that you're looking for. Great opportunity. And then CreatorCon, there are data and analytics CreatorCon sessions as well. So these breakouts, and it looks like a lab snuck in here too. These are, again, a little bit more technical about how it actually works. So if I look at the knowledge sessions, it's going to be what's our roadmap? How do I approach this? What's this going to do for me? When I go to a CreatorCon one, it's generally going to be, how do I do this? Technically, what's our approach to go through there? So just slightly different audiences. Read those descriptions and look who it's targeted for, and make sure that that's going to resonate with you. And again, if there are multiple people from your organization going, get the right people to the right sessions, and then you can all kind of meet up and talk about what you learned. And then labs, data and analytics labs. Great sessions to come through, but these are the ones that do fall into it, that some of these you can do at home. You can do them in PDIs. Some things with whether it's with Kafka or with Lens or zero copy, it might be actually easier to do in the labs. So again, if you know, like, hey, we are really interested in zero copy, I want to go to that. We're trying to understand Kafka and how that works for us in the Stream Connect. The lab's good. The labs are going to be a mix of it's like normal training. You're going to have some talking, some slides to talk about it, and then they will be hands-on. They are absolutely hands-on on how to do those things. So you can go through that. With these, another place where if I had 3 of us going to knowledge, I'd only send 1 person to it because they'll have the lab guide. They can talk about what's going on. But having 3 of you do the same lab, we're missing other things that are going on that I'd want to see. All right, and as we go through, let's talk about platform, app dev, foundations, kind of everything else that's in there. And then 60-minute sessions in a breakout. What are we doing with app dev and app engine and AI? How does that work together? You'll see strategy show up. Strategy roadmap, right? Those 60-minute sessions are about strategy and roadmap, whether it's security or app dev or platform or AI or data and workflow data fabric. When you see those 60-minute ones, they are high level. They are talking about where we're going and how we're partnering together, what we're going to be, what we're working on and hoping to deliver in Zurich and Australia, and maybe even beyond. Big safe harbor slides at the beginning for all of these, right? But really great sessions. And then sessions and breakouts, again, those 20 to 30-minute breakouts. So whether you're dealing with security or general admin, platformy type stuff or app development, lots of sessions on there. These ones are all knowledge sessions. So they're going to be, how do I approach it? How do I look at it? Things to think about, not hands-on and not necessarily super technical to come through, but understanding those use cases that come through it and how do I approach this topic? Great stuff. If it's interesting, go. The customer's talking, definitely go. CreatorCon, so we're in app dev. So CreatorCon has several breakouts. These you're going to be hearing generally from the inbound product manager about this, about what their product is going to be doing. So again, go to those sessions, watch what's going on. The breakouts, a lot of the developer advocates are there. Interesting shows. If I'm talking, it's interesting. When it's one of the dev advocates talking, it's an interesting show. Like the live coding happy hour, the live UNI builder. Those are great things to see. Some of this stuff you might have watched on YouTube before. You might go to those live sessions, but seeing them live is entertaining. And we get kicked out of the rooms shortly after we're done talking, but it's a great time to go meet some of those people, say hi, take a picture. Well, some of us you already know, but you take a picture of their badge, get their contact information, follow them out of the room, walk with them to lunch, go talk to them all during lunch. That's why we're there. And then labs in the app dev space, of course, labs and more labs. The one thing I want to call out here with our builder tracks, if you are new to ServiceNow, then the builder track is a great way to go. So the no code path, the low code part 1, part 2, those have gone on for a long time, just great reviews. People love what's going on. So there are some places where you can take a lab, and in CreatorCon, even if you've never done this stuff before. You can take those, and then other things like building a killer UI builder experience. Some of that stuff can, if you have an idea of what you're doing before, great place to learn about those new things, but you need to have a decently strong foundation to get the most out of it. Okay, let's see where are we going next? And then from here, okay, more labs. So we had labs, and then we have labs, and more labs, and then there are more that come through as well. If something's interesting, go towards it. Again, the AI stuff I see on here, we have the smart flow generation with RAG. I want that lab guide because I was just working on this yesterday, and I see it's there, but I haven't done it. So I'll go through. One of the things you'll notice with the CreatorCon labs specifically, but all the labs in general, especially the CreatorCon ones, it's for material, it's for new things that just came out and don't have now learning sessions yet. If there is something in here that's generic, and actually we used to have more getting started labs, we backed off of those because those are in now learning available on demand all the time. So if you're going through the labs, if I'm looking through something, like if I was looking at the playbook variants, it's a new feature, and I'm going to go look at the now learning course for playbooks and see if there is already one on playbook variants. Because if there is, probably just take that and not, and I'm going to say waste my time. Going to any sessions at knowledge is valuable. But if I have my choice of going to a lab on playbook variants or playbooks and going to hear a customer talk about how they implemented Now Assist or how zero copy has transformed what they're doing, I definitely going to go to that customer session because there already is a now learning session for it. Again, we've tuned that down so there's not a lot of overlap, but it still does exist. But also these hands-on sessions with playbook variants, that will be in now learning. It will at some point. whether it's that lab specifically, whether it's that lab guide, or that material will be incorporated into the playbook learning that's available in Now Learning. It will all make it up there, right? It may take a few months to get up there, maybe later this year, but if it's something that can wait for you, then I would prioritize a customer session or a breakout or those 60-minute roadmap sessions over one of these. But if you're, I say all of this, by the way, and I go to all the labs I can go to. I've always gone to all the labs I can go to. I enjoy it. It's who I am. But I just want to make sure you have that in your mind that, the labs are some things I might be able to get that content, but that session will never exist again. And those slides don't go out. It is a lost opportunity. If there is a breakout that you want to go to and you didn't go to, you're never going. The labs, there will be material that will come around. And then security sessions. So I have just with breakouts and labs, there were some of the security sessions that are mixed before, but this one on the CreatorCon side, there are some specific sessions, specific breakouts and specific labs dealing with security features as it come through. Again, if that's where your interest lies, great time to have those. As we go back through all these, whether it's the workflow will be in the platform section, all the CreatorCon, all those speakers, they're all going to be hanging out in the CreatorCon section of the expo. Going around, there will be, I believe, pretty sure we will have our Genius Lounge again. The Genius Lounge, if you have something you want to ask somebody about the Genius Lounge, I believe you make an appointment to go see and you get 20 minutes with an expert. But everybody on the floor is wearing their ServiceNow polo. Fair game. Just ask them. I think I'm going to be at the upgrades booth. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I'll be probably at the upgrades booth at some point in time. Just come up and ask me anything you want, and I will I'll tell you who to go ask, or I will make up an answer. I do that really well. But we're all here, and you have these days to take advantage of just talking to people and making connections. Okay, and now I want to slide about this stuff to come through. These are really interesting sessions to come through. I believe there are no labs, just them talking. So Now is where ServiceNow uses ServiceNow. These actually come not from our product team, but from from the different parts of ServiceNow, whether it's our HR team or legal team or our IT that comes through. These are things we really did, and we'll show you that comes through. Scares me every time because we have to cleanse our data of what comes in. But these are absolutely real things that we have done before we release it. We absolutely drink our own champagne. And these are people who did implement, who will tell you how they did it and what it took to make it happen. We do this internally so that we can learn about how easy or not easy it is to implement something, or the challenges, and address those things that come through. But whether it's our SDLC and how we build everything, how we now support, definitely built on ServiceNow, and how we do case management, or everything else, we build an amazing amount of citizen developer apps that come through. So we all use ServiceNow internally. Great stories about how that happens. And again, you can just ask people how things work, and they will tell you and show you. I believe they'll have a kiosk or a booth on the floor too to talk to them, but interesting sessions to come through. And sometimes there are things that we have not released to customers yet, so there's no customers, but we are customer zero, and the Now sessions are always something that's pretty interesting to look at. All right, Lisa had to drop off because some of you are in Europe, and she's in Europe, and she had to go. But I wanted to make a really important plug. So you come to our Academy sessions regularly. If you're here, you've come in the past. We listen to you, whether it's your comments, your questions, all those things we're listening for. We document in a ServiceNow system. Actually, I believe it's out of the box, a feedback process. We use our strategic portfolio management. I believe there's a feedback module that we have tweaked a little bit. But we bring that feedback in from these sessions. When we get done with knowledge, we are actually every night we're putting in feedback that comes through from every customer meeting I have. There are feedback records that come in. We wanted to take some time to explain to you how we use that. It doesn't go into a void. It goes into lots of different things. And as we have here, Lisa, who was on earlier, is running a session about, well, what do we do with that? And how do we interpret that? How does that result in changes and enhancements in the product? So Lisa will talk about that in her session, The Safest Harbor. It should be a really interesting session to come through. But we wanted to make sure that For those of you who come here and you talk to us and you spend the time to tell us how great something is, how not great something is, what you'd want it to see and what you expect it to do. Again, we take all of that and we want to lift the covers a little bit about what do we do. All right. Okay. Now I'm getting to the most important part, the receptions that come through. There's 2 receptions that we have plenty of room for. The first one on Tuesday night from 5 to 6, there is a reception on the floor on the expo. There are snacks and beverages and open bar to come through. That is a time, the booths actually will all be staffed, so you can come talk to us. I would recommend coming with one time that there's not all the beverages that are around. But you can come up and talk to any of us, get some demos, whatever you'd like to do. Great time to network. Just go meet people, introduce yourself to somebody, see what's going on. I also like to do that at the meals, at breakfast and lunch. Go sit at a table and say hi, introduce yourself. Whether you're sitting by yourself or there's a group of you, break up, get a chance to take this opportunity to meet all these like-minded people. You don't know who's going to come in handy or who you can help. But the session on the floor, that'll be in the expo and the welcome session. Great networking opportunity. And then Wednesday night, it's not on here, but Wednesday night, many of our partners throw parties, apparently rather wild parties at times, very fun parties to go through. Take advantage of that. Go if you have a partner, find out when their party is. If you're talking on the floor, I'm sure you'll get some invites to some of the parties. And they just rent Vegas, so great time to do that. Knowledge does not have any activities Wednesday evening, so you are not missing anything from the festival if you go to those parties. So I highly encourage you to do that. Network, have a great time. And then Thursday night at the end of Knowledge, it's at the Sphere, right? I think this is at the Sphere. We are going to go see Gwen Stefani to come through. She's going to perform for us. So a great time, great food, a great time, great networking to relax. I hope you do not have an early flight out on Friday, but great fun time activity. And with that, I think I'm just going to turn it over and we'll answer any Q&A. If you want to drop off, thanks for spending some time with us. To get ready for Knowledge, again, please take the survey when you close. I think it'll pop up for you. Let us know if this was useful for you, if you want us to do it again next year, or if you were not as thrilled by this, and we'll put something else in place. Also, as a note, this is our last session before Knowledge. We're going to be off the next, I think, let's share the next 4 weeks. We're off the next 4 weeks. Yes. Yeah, so we're not doing we are in a blackout period for us. We're all getting ready for Knowledge, so we don't have anything through then. We're not doing anything at Knowledge, and then I think we have a week or 2 off after that. So 4 weeks off. So enjoy your time. Come say hi in Vegas, and then we'll see you later in May. We will resume, and I believe all the academies are going to be shutting down, and then this might be the last week for everybody. We'll all be quiet, whether it's the AI Academy, the Analytics Academy. We all wind down, go through Knowledge, and then we'll spin back up shortly thereafter. Knowledge. Okay. We have a couple questions that come in about the app. So definitely there is an app to download. It'll be in the store. My guess is you will get an email when it's ready. I have not seen that it's ready. It should be ready shortly because I think we're only 18 days away. It's always there before. You can do everything on the website, specifically like we started out before. Go to the agenda, your agenda builder, book your sessions on what's coming through. That will show up in the app. And then, the weekend before you get to Vegas, download the app, install the app, everything makes sense. There is a help desk there. So if you're having a problem, somebody will help you get that running. But you definitely want to have that agenda builder in there. In the agenda builder, it's a sync to your calendar. So it'll sync to your calendar, tell you what's going on, whether you have a meeting, where that is. It has a map of what's going on. Really useful app that gets better every year, hopefully. It has gotten better, and it'll be available before the Tuesday of Knowledge, before the Monday of Knowledge. But I'd recommend looking Thursday or Friday before. Go ahead and download that from the Play Store or from the App Store. Okay, so we answered that one. And then a question came in. Does HR Performance Analytics still exist, or is it HR Platform Analytics? Something more technical to come through. Performance analytics is part of platform analytics. So if it was there for performance analytics, it's still there for platform analytics. I believe all of our product lines have migrated from the responsive dashboards to the platform analytics dashboards, the newer generation of things. The performance analytics side of it, the KPI is unchanged. They're all still there. But I don't know the specifics of what's changed or not. That is a wonderful question to go up to the HR booth at Knowledge on the expo and say, show me. Don't tell me, show me what the difference is. And anybody there should be able to do that, or the next person over will be able to do that. So understanding, hey, what those changes are, what should I look, what were the advantage of all those things? Great little questions where you're just talking to a knowledgeable expert right there. Well, I wanted to thank you again for taking the time to listen to me talk. Hopefully some of this advice will help you. Comfy shoes and go with that agenda builder. Those are the two main things that you want to take out. Again, come say hi to Sharon, come say hi to me. We'll be on the floor. We will be there and would love to talk to you and say hello.